Do you ever find yourself in a practical challenge or a situation where you're trying to find the answer to your circumstances and not knowing quite what the answer looks like? And this lovely book that I'm just looking at today again about Le Brie, EDITH SCHAEFFER, who's the wife of Francis Schaeffer. They ran a community in Switzerland. They talk so often about how they found direct and simple answers to direct and simple prayers. And they help people to understand that God was real because he dealt with ordinary, real things. And every challenge that they had, people staying with them saw that they prayed about it and they saw answers. And I'm just going to read this a little bit here. It says, it was Mr. Boucher of the Kuno Travel Agency. "How is everything going, Madame Schaeffer? Are you ready to move?" "Oh, Monsieur Boucher," I replied, "we have a problem. The moving companies say they cannot move us because of the conditions of the roads and paths after the avalanches. We don't know what to do about it." "I have a friend, Mr. Schneider, who is just starting a new moving company. I'll call him. He is really a versatile fellow. He'll have an idea." Anyway, and the situation was that they managed to work out a plan, and they got some jeeps, and the roads were very difficult because of the avalanches. There was a lot of road damage and a lot of difficulties with shifting things and not managing to move heavy lorries. And so there was a solution and a different person to help them with the tricky situation, and it was a great joy to one of their children as well, who loved jeeps. I think they use jeeps to do the moving. So often God has a creative and adventurous and fun plan of how he wants to solve a problem, and so often we don't know what the answer is, but he's got a creative solution. So I pray today for those of us who are trying to find solutions to tricky problems. I've got some that are in my mind at the moment that have frustrated me, and I can't quite work out what the answer is, but I've been praying. Maybe you've got some as well. Maybe we've all got a few challenges that we want to find a solution to. So I pray that God would inspire us today with creative solutions, that any fear in those situations would go, that the right people, especially when you've got a job to get done, isn't that the case? You want to find someone trustworthy, the right person. Maybe you've been let down before. Maybe you know that you haven't got the skills that you thought you had to try and sort out a problem, and you just need the right person to do it. And you need the grace as well for what might have gone wrong in the past. You try to get someone to fix something and it costs money and they did it badly and all that sort of stuff. So I just pray that we would find the right solution, and that God's grace would cover anything that might have gone a bit pear-shaped, gone a bit wrong in the past, and that he would provide the right people to help us, whether it's moving house, whether it's fixing a problem in the house, whether it's a financial situation that you need some resolution to, anything that's complicated. Let's just trust God today. Let's come back to him and say, Lord, I know that you know what the creative solution is, and involve somebody that it can be a testimony, it can be a little story to them to say, like, God sent you, you're part of God's answer, and he's been working in this situation, you're part of the answer to prayer. So I pray that we have some tremendous little stories that come like that will be encouragement to us, that will show other people too that God's been at work.